Tucked away in the middle of Vietnam lies a small city of yellow walls and glowing lanterns. Walking around its charming streets feels like you're transported to another time. With plenty of opportunities to immerse yourself in its culture, regional cuisine, and crafts, it's no wonder so many visitors flock to this UNESCO World Heritage Site every year. In my month exploring northern Vietnam, the anticipation had been growing for this exact moment. Everyone I met told me I'd love Hoi An, and spoiler alert, I did. Come along with me as I explore what became one of my favorite places in all of Southeast Asia. Welcome to Hoi An. We ended the last episode in Hue, an important imperial city and foodie paradise. I took the train along the coast to Da Nang, enjoying some of the beautiful scenery of the Hoi An Pass. This is also a famous motorbike route for those way more experienced than me. From Da Nang, I took a quick grab over to Hoi An.
Hello and welcome from another beautiful day here in Vietnam. I've had several people tell me that I'm gonna like it here. I already like it here. I'm trying to keep the expectations down, but I'm staying in a really nice homestay that was recommended to me by someone I met in Hue, and I just had a really great lunch at this place called Rosie's Cafe. Now I'm walking over to the old town to check that out. It's supposed to rain a lot in the next few days, so I want to see it at least once before the rain comes, because I know it's going to flood.
In 1535, Hoi An became Southeast Asia's busiest international trading port and the most important trading port in the South China Sea. Heavily influenced by Japanese and Chinese merchants, it was a place where Asian cultures blended to create a unique style all its own. When trade shifted to nearby Da Nang, Hoi An was nearly forgotten about by the wider world. This made for a beautifully preserved old town. In 1999, it was registered as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and its quiet streets started flooding with tourists excited to experience a bit of the magic for themselves.
Come on kids, let's go! Alright, today we are in the Pottery Village. It's just like 10 minutes away from the old town.
Pottery is a long-standing trade in this region, and the residents of this historic village carry on techniques dating back at least 500 years. They use locally sourced yellow clay that is prepared and shaped right in the town. Tan Ha serves as a living cultural museum, where visitors are free to watch the artists at various stages of their work. Several of the artists offer free hands-on experiences, where you can make your own creations.
Perfect.
So pretty. Wow.
There is a small fee of 30,000 dong to enter the village, and a souvenir is included in the price. There's also a terracotta park that you can visit for an additional 50,000 dong, but I decided against that. Overall, I'd say this is a great way to spend a few hours, support some local artists, and find a quiet reprieve from the crowds in the old town.
Hello and good morning from another beautiful day here in Hoi An. Today's going to be a pretty action-packed day. I'm heading over to the old town right now to go to one of my favorite tea shops here, maybe buy something, but definitely get some tea. And after that, this afternoon I'm going to a cooking class through my hostel here. It's going to be a really fun and exciting day, so let's go!
Reaching Out is a fair trade craft shop and tea house with the goal of empowering physically impaired Vietnamese people. The shop is a peaceful spot in the old town with great tea and beautiful artisan gifts. Reaching Out is a true gem in Hoi An and definitely worth the visit. I returned to the hostel for the day's big event, a Vietnamese cooking class. Our teacher first took us to the food market to buy the ingredients we would need for the day.
the brown one we call the gao lao noodle. Okay. This one the local goods only in Hoi An. With the noodle today. But we got this one softer. This is hot water. Later we made the dipping sauce. We eat together with fresh bean today. Okay. Another one. Right, another one half green one. Okay. Now half the yellow one sweet and half green one fresh. Okay.
But before we started cooking, we had a bit of a detour. It was time to ride the coconut boats. This very popular tourist attraction takes you on a journey down the Tubon River, meandering through a beautiful coconut grove and traditional basket boats. Some resources online will lead you to believe this is a peaceful ride. Don't believe them. It's an odd little tour where you'll hear Gangnam Style blasted at least 6 times and see tourists nearly thrown out of their boats. This was not my thing at all, but I did my best to play along, even attempting to fish for some crabs.
I have no idea what I'm doing. You wanna try?
Sure.
You can't miss this experience. No? How come?
When we finally returned to the docks, it was time to get cooking. First, we learned the traditional way of making rice paper, though I think I'll stick with just buying it at a store.
1 hour. 1 hour. 1 hour. Faster. 1, 2, 1, 2. Come on. Stronger. 1, 2. 1 quay like this. 1 quay and 1, 2, 3. Yes.
We learned how to make some famous Vietnamese recipes like spring rolls, pho, ban xeo, and beef vermicelli. I always recommend doing a cooking class while you're traveling, as food is such a special way to connect to a local culture. I'd also recommend this tour, even with the coconut boats included. Our teacher was great, we had a fun time, and the food was delicious. What else could you ask for?
Spring rolls.
Oh, I like that.
Made with love.
Hello and welcome to day 3 here in Hoi An. It is a beautiful sunny day and I have decided to go to the beach. It's like a 10-minute drive from the city through rice paddies over to the beach. Honestly, Hoi An has everything and I really love it here. So we're going to be hanging out at the beach for a little while and then we're doing a free food tour with our hostel today. So I'm really excited about that. Right now I'm going to let you go and I'm just going to chill and maybe get a little bit of sun. Something about the beach always makes me feel like a little kid. I've been going and collecting pieces of pottery that have washed up, like sea glass, but it's like sea pottery. And I think I'm going to make a mosaic out of it because it's really cool. Oops. Really cool. Okay, I've rested up at the hostel a little bit and I've gotten a little bit of editing done and now it's time to go on this food tour. So this is specifically with Cheerful Hostel. So if you want to go on this tour, you gotta come visit them and let's go.
That's good.
This is something.
Something's the right way to describe this. It's actually quite good.
Yeah? It's too much for me. That looks good. Okay, we just got back to the hostel from the food tour. That was so great, and it only took about 2 hours. If you're planning on coming to Hoi An and you want to be taken care of and go to in a place where you feel like you're part of a family, come over here to Cheerful Hostel. It was given to me by recommendation and it did not disappoint. She's doing a really great job with this place. Definitely come check out this hostel when you come to Hoi An. Even if it's just for a night or two, trust me, she's gonna make you feel like family, make you feel like you belong. Some of the people in the hostel and I might be going out for drinks and walking around, seeing the sunset and all that. And we'll see you tomorrow. Hello and welcome to another beautiful day here in Hoi An. Today I'm exploring the town a bit more, going to a museum, doing a lantern making class. I just had a really great lunch at this banh mi place called Banh Mi Queen. Definitely recommend it. And now we're gonna go into the town. I'm wearing my new earrings that I bought in Thailand. They're hand painted and I'm very pleased with them. But yeah. Okay, let's go.
Vietnam is known for its rich cultural diversity and has 54 ethnic groups living across the country. The Viet make up the majority at 87% of the population, while 8 million others make up the remaining 53 groups. The Precious Heritage Gallery is the passion project of French photographer Hoi An. It showcases the stories and traditional clothing of all 54 ethnic groups, along with hundreds of portraits of the people they represent. The museum is a celebration of the beautiful diversity of the region, as well as an attempt at conserving this important cultural history. The museum is free and a must-see while you're in Hoi An.
Just left that museum and oh my gosh, Precious Heritage Museum here in Hoi An. Definitely recommend going. So now I'm gonna head over to the lantern making and let's go get some lanterns. Okay. It's okay. Not perfect. That was so much fun making that lantern. Thank you so much for the class. The Lantern Lady, highly recommend. So it's around dinner time now, the sun's setting, so I am going to go over to the river and watch the sunset, maybe get a drink.
On my very last day in Hoi An, I went on a walk through the rice paddies, reflecting on my time in the little city. Touristy as it may be, Hoi An has an unbeatable charm in its old town and its friendly residents. I enjoyed my visit there so much, and I hope to be back one day soon. That's it for this episode. Be sure to join me next time in the final episode of the Vietnam series. I'll make a brief stop in Dalat before heading to Ho Chi Minh City. Here I'll learn more about the Vietnam War and soak in my last days in this beautiful country. And as always, hit that subscribe button to follow along for more adventures. Thanks for watching.